Do you guys ever feel like the Illuminate are missing something? Well, I guarantee you're not the only one. This is because there are 3 different things the other factions have that the squids don't. I'm going to give you 2 solutions for each problem. And if you have even more things you would like to be changed about the Illuminate, feel free to comment them down below. Without further ado, let's get into it. Just as a disclaimer, I have no experience actually making games, so I am not saying these are easy to implement. These are just ideas that would be nice to have, so don't take them super seriously. The first problem we all are seeing with the pre-calamari is they don't have enough enemies. The Terminids have a total of 14 unique enemies. This can be multiplied by 4 because of the 3 different strands we find: the Rupture Strain, the Spore Burst, and the Hunters, along with the base Terminids. The Automatons have always had the most enemies, and along with the new cyborgs too, the total count goes to about 20. We can multiply this by 3 because of the Jet Brigade, the Incineration Corps, and the base automatons. With all these counts, how much do you think the Illuminate have? They have 11 total enemies and no separate strands, which means every dive you have the same 11 enemies to deal with and no variations of them at all, which is a real bummer because you would think these really cool undemocratic fishes would have more diversity and gimmicks to make them more interesting to fight against. Now, how are some ways we could fix this? We could add one big enemy, much like the Vox engine, where you need Freedom's teamwork to get rid of the tyrannical mech, or whatever it might be. Having something that is a really big deal to get rid of is what every difficult game needs, and this would really help. Idea number 2 brings exactly what the other factions have to the Illuminate: new strands. With a new strand, we could lean more into the gimmick side of alien technology. My friend had a really good idea: an Illuminate strand that leaned into the warping technology. That could be a very cool idea. Another idea too could be a strand dedicated to magic or enemies that get you distracted and make you start hallucinating. Problem 2. Swarms don't do enough damage. I don't know if y'all noticed this, but when you get swarmed, you don't take too much damage. If you get ganged by Terminids, you're going to be walking away with multiple broken limbs, and maybe even a couple missing ones. And on bots, you're just going to get blasted to a pulp. Swarming is supposed to be the way the voteless and flesh mobs really kill you. Right now, they're just a bunch of bullet sponges to distract you. We need 2 things to make these former voters harder to fight. The voteless need to perfectly line up with you to actually hit you, so it feels like when they try to hit you, they miss half the time. We can fix this by making the direction they need to face less strict. A more steady, consistent form of damage from the voteless is exactly what they are meant to do. And secondly, the flesh mobs. These guys do pitiful damage. I know the entire point is that they ragdoll you when you get hit, making you susceptible to more damage, but they don't even knock you down half the time. If we get knocked down every time we get hit by them, but take away 1/3 from their total health pool, these guys would be the perfectly balanced charger the Illuminate need to keep you on your toes. Here is the most controversial point I think could make the squids even better, and that is more precise weak points. This kind of ties into what I said earlier about having an enemy like a Vox engine. Enemies that require specific weak point hits in order to do damage is how this game keeps itself interesting. If you look at the bots, they do this perfectly. The bots have the socialist dogs. These can be killed with super precise heavy pen shots, or medium pen to the hard to access belly. You can't shoot the belly unless you get rid of the chin guns. It's an immersive battle to get rid of these enemies. The War Striders just need heavy and anti-tank weapons to get rid of them, with no real weak points. The Bile Titans have medium armor bellies as well, but you need to dodge the stomps and vomit to even aim at it effectively. You look at the Harvester's armor, you can take it out with medium pen from any distance. You don't even have to be that precise, just hit its hips or the eye. I guess what I'm trying to say is, if I can easily put a stop to tyranny with nothing but an MG43, we need something to change about weak points. On Harvesters, or for a new enemy, it shouldn't be able to be easily killed like this. It doesn't fit when in the game about using teamwork to take down undemocratic cultists. We can take down everything on our own. Something that could work as well is adding an enemy with a similar function to a War Strider, forcing you to bring a dedicated anti-tank weapon so you can actually have to think about what to bring, without you no-minding it and choosing the most basic loadout of all time. Do you guys agree with me? If so, leave a like. If you don't, consider dropping a comment telling me how I'm so wrong and my opinion should be buried in an Egyptian tomb. Until next time, it's been tangy.